Hi everybody. We're going to be making today what I call a cookies and cream cake. And it's just something I invented myself. I took a ordinary plain white cake mix one day. I decided I wanted a chocolate cake, so guess what I did? I'm going to show you what I did. I took my white cake mix. See if I can get it open here. I dumped it in my bowl. I had some cocoa powder left where I had not used it. And there's probably, let me see. There's probably about a half a cup in there, or 3/4 cup, something like that. I'm just going to dump that right in there. Use it up. I'm going to stir it up a little bit, mix up that cocoa with the white cake. You can even add more chocolate cocoa powder if you want. Okay, now we're going to add 3 eggs, and I use the whole egg, not just the white. Oh, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 while we're doing this. Drop the eggshell down in there, y'all. Now we're going to add one-third cup of oil. We're going to add 3/4 cup of water plus 2 tablespoons right in there. We're going to beat it up a little bit. Doesn't have to beat up much. Take it over here so I can get these beaters in the sink without traipsing it all over the kitchen. Now, that was easy enough, right? We're gonna grease down our pan, and I'm gonna use just some buttered flavored cooking oil. I'm breathing the oil, y'all. Get this out of the way. And we're just going to put it right in our pan. I'm using a bundt pan. You know me, I always get my fingers in it. That's gonna be good, y'all. And like I said, make sure your oven is at 350. And then we're going to put this in there for about, we'll say 30, 36 minutes or so. Until when you put a toothpick in it, it comes out. And it's not, nothing sticks to the toothpick. So there, that's 350 degrees. I've got some toppings here I'm going to put on it. I've got cream cheese topping already made, and I'm going to use it up on there. Let's see. And this cream cheese icing consists of 1 cup of confectionery sugar, just white confectionery sugar, and 1 8-ounce package of softened cream cheese, and just a couple of tablespoons of water, and that's it. You can put like maybe a teaspoon of vanilla in there if you want, which I did that, but you don't have to. But we're going to let that cook or bake for about 36 minutes, and then we'll be back. And I'll show you what else we'll do with our cookies and cream cake. Well, I think my cake is done, so we're going to check it. Yep, comes out clean, so it's done. But it's got to cool. So I'm going to leave it right here on the stove, or put it over here on the trivet. I sometimes forget that I have a trivet to put these hot things on. So that'll help it cool. It'll get air underneath the bottom. But do you think that looks good? Look at that cake. It looks good in there. Nice and chocolate. That's what I wanted. So see, I wanted to show you how to take whatever cake mix you got, even if it's a yellow cake mix, a white cake mix, whatever, you can add chocolate to it and make you a chocolate cake. And we're going to let that cool, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do with it. Well, hey y'all, I'm back. And to spare you waiting for this to cool, I just wanted it to cool down enough to put my icing on it. So I've already inverted it into the plate. And I'm going to start putting my cream cheese icing on it. I wanted it to be a little hot. Not hot right out of the stove or the oven, but hot enough that it's going to melt some of the cream cheese icing. Now you can certainly mix twice as much cream cheese icing. You know, you can use 2 cups of sugar. You can use 2 cups of confectionery sugar. Not 2 cups of 2 cups of confectionery sugar, and 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. Just put 2 teaspoons of vanilla and a couple of tablespoons of water, just enough to soften, you know, your sugar and everything. You don't need much. Sometimes you don't even need 2 tablespoons of water. So whenever you make yours, you can add a little bit at a time. Add a tablespoon of sugar. I mean, listen to me. Add a tablespoon of water, mix it a little, and if you need more, add it as you go, as you need it. But I was just going to put the icing on the very top of this and leave the rest just the chocolate cake. But like I said, you can certainly make twice as much of the icing and do the whole cake with it. I thought if I got the cake a little bit hot, I probably should have done it when I first took it out of the oven. Put it on there, it would have kind of drizzled down the cake. But I think I let it cool off a little bit too much to do that. But don't that look good, y'all? I think it does. And some of it still might kind of drizzle down. I don't know. I think the cake is cooled off a bit much for it to do that. But like I said, that's okay. It's going to be good like it is. And y'all might say, well, where's the cookies? Well, it tastes like cookies and cream, but I just didn't use cookies in it. I used my cake instead. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And what I'm going to do now, I've got a little bit of pecans that I'm going to kind of sprinkle on it, or just lay a few on it. Decorate the top with some pecans. And I know cookies and cream don't usually have pecans, but I wanted to decorate my cake a little bit. So I'm putting pecans on my cake. I probably should have just crushed up the pecans, but sometimes I like to put them on a cake whole. Or not whole, but you know, in kind of big pieces. So there you go. The oven is still hot. And I'm not going to sample it yet because I basically baked this cake for the birthday bash live that I'm doing tonight. Oh no. I knew somebody would call just as sure as I'm standing here. But I fixed this cake for the birthday bash tonight, the birthday live that I'm doing Saturday night, September 19th. No, October 19th, I'm sorry. I'm still in the month of September. I didn't do a birthday bash for September, so they reminded me of it the other night on one of my lives, so I said, well, I'm going to do a live with this cake tonight. I'll cut the cake tonight at the birthday bash. But you're not going to see this probably until tomorrow, the next day, whenever you watch it. It'll be 2 or 3 days after the birthday bash. But that's why I'm not cutting it right now. But y'all fix you a cookies and cream cake. I mean, that's a good looking cake right there. Cookies and cream. Just take any kind of cake you got in the kitchen. Doesn't matter if it's a yellow, white cake. Doesn't matter what it is. If you got some cocoa powder, put you about a half a cup of cocoa powder in that mix. Mix it up. Turn it into a chocolate cake. And you've got cookies and cream cake with cream cheese icing. That's where the cream comes in. Cream cheese icing. And I will check with y'all later. Bye now. Love y'all.